Welcome everyone to a new tactics video on my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to show you the best way to play with the Turkish club FENERBAHCE. All in my opinion, of course, based on my own playstyle at this moment in FC25. I'm going to show you the best formation, lineup, tactics and the roles that I gave to all the players. And if you want to set it up the same like I did, you can do that by yourself or just use the code that I'm going to show you later in the tactics screen. So if you pause the video, then you can write it down and use that code. But before I begin, I would really like to ask a favor. Drop a like in the video, it will be really helpful for me and my channel to grow. And if you're new to the channel and want to find your way back really easy, make sure that you are subscribed with notifications on. And then we have a sponsor, it's Google Shop. If you want to buy a jersey or kit for yourself or maybe just for someone else, then you should definitely check out the link in the description to Google Shop. They sell amazing quality jerseys and shirts from lots of teams and clubs around the world, but for a really nice and cheap price. So check it out yourself, and if you want to order one, then you can also use the discount codes that are in the description, so you get some extra off as well. All right, let's start with the tactics for FENERBAHCE, and that is the 4-2-1-3 formation with the build-up style balanced and also defensive approach. I will do that manually to 45. That is how I like to play. Then we're going to the squad. The lineup: Livakovic is the goalkeeper. Osayi Samuel is the right defender, really fast, great player to have on the right side there. Jiku, and I'm using Oosterwolde as the center backs. Oosterwolde, really nice, 89 pace, that is really amazing for a center back. And you also have this guy, of course, but he is not really fast. He's also not slow for a center back, but yeah, if you want to play him as a center back, if he's probably maybe your favorite player or something, then yeah, you can change, of course, but for me, these two are the two fastest players, and especially Oosterwolde is really nice to have as a center back. And on the left side, you have the new guy, Kostic from Juventus. Yeah, I didn't even know that he was in this team. I was really surprised, but it was a nice surprise for this team. All right. Then we're going to the central defensive midfielders. Fred and Amrabat are the central defensive midfielders. If you want, you can change this also, because Fred's left-footed and Amrabat right-footed, but I didn't have any problem with that, playing it this way. Szymanski is the cam. I'm using Kent on the right side. He can play as a right winger. Also, I thought he was a left winger, but thank God he can play as a right winger, because we have too much left wingers that can only play left wing in this team, because normally Kent would be a left winger. He can also play cam. Tadic can only play left winger or left midfield. By default he was on the right wing, but that is not his best possession. I'm using him as a striker. Szymanski, yeah, he can play on the right midfield, but Saint Maximin is also a left midfielder, left winger. So you have two guys. In my opinion, both should play, because both are really nice players, and both can only play on the left wing. So that's a bit of a problem. So I decided to try Tadic as a striker. Yeah, that felt really good. His shooting is okay, his passing is really good, dribbling is good, he has 4-star skill moves, which is nice. And yeah, he's not that fast, but in the role that I gave to him, it's not really needed that he is fast, because you have Saint Maximin on the left side, and Kent both have 89 pace, so that's covering up that Tadic doesn't have any pace. Then we have a bench with Dzeko. Dzeko, it's a good player to have on the bench, so you can bring him in when it's really needed, especially for corner kicks and stuff like that. Tall, strong player. Then we have Kavecci, I think he's called. I used him on the wings to replace Kent or Saint Maximin, or sometimes to replace Szymanski. The same for Under. Sometimes I choose him to bring him in during the second half. Depends a bit on who is tired the most. I'm always checking that out first, and then I'm going to check who is going to replace him. So these three guys for the attack. Also we have and Siri. I used him also sometimes as a striker. Depends a bit on what was needed, or Dzeko or this guy. I never used him as a sub, to be honest. Yüksek to replace Fred or Amrabat when tired. And we also have Aydin, but I didn't use him, to be honest. So these are the subs that I used. Let's go to the roles that I gave to the players. Livakovic is goalkeeper, that is his best role. Wingback for the right defender, that is his best role with focused on balanced. Jiku defender, Oosterwolder stopper, and Kostic also wingback. His best is attacking wingback, but I don't like attacking wingback when I'm only playing with 4 defenders, so wingback is good. Then we're going to the defensive midfielders, holding with focused on defense for Fred, the same for Amrabat. Again, this is not his best role, that is centre half, but I don't really like centre half, to be honest to you, so it's not a role for me, especially not in this formation. Then we have Szymanski, he is playmaker, focused on balanced. And then I used Kent inside forward with focused on attack. So he's probably more playing like a right striker than as a right forward. The same for Maximin, inside forward attack. So he's playing more like a left striker. And then we have Tadic, and he is playing as a false number 9. So he's dropping back. So he's dropping back from the striker possession, and Kent and Saint-Maximin are just going forward to go to that striker possession. So you have this transition between these players that can work really, really nice and really surprising for the opponents. And it's looked like this when you have the ball. So Tadic dropping a bit back, Szymanski just behind him, inside forwards, and then we also have wing backs that can go play really attacking as well, especially if you give them the ball or just trigger them yourself to make a run down the sideline, and then they are more playing like wingers. But I don't like attacking wing back, because then they are already there standing in front, and that's not really what I want, especially not in this formation. Alright, this is it for FENERBAHCE. For me, the best way to play with this team. Try it out yourself. Let me know in the comments if you did, what your results were and what you think of it. I'm really curious if it was working for you as well. And hopefully we will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.